We are back on Taking Care of Business on Koerner Radio, News Talk, 1180, 1230 KGEO, 1410 KERI, and now in Albuquerque, New Mexico on 1000 KKIM. Our guest in studio, Michael Prince, the artistic director and actor for the Gaslight Melodrama. So, Michael, how many Gaslight melodramas are there? You're not the only one. You're independently owned, but there's several of them, right?
Why are you taking my questions?
Why am I taking your questions?
Go ahead, Michael. Answer that question.
Is that a multiple choice question? Is there an A, B, C, D answer?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Yeah, well,
because I go to the Melodrama over on the coast, over near Pismo
I know.
Beach. It's a lot of fun.
See, you only have 3 questions down here, and I'm reading upside down. I figure if I ask you 3 questions, you're done.
Michael, are there a lot of melodramas throughout the United States, and are you part of any national organization?
It's kind of an unspoken organization of melodrama theaters throughout. Like we all kind of help each other out, and even the melodrama over in Oceano, they're actually performing a play right now that was written by one of our owners, Arnie Carlos.
I'd like to help Clay out.
Yeah. So we kind of all work together. There's 3 now in California. Us as well as the Oceano Great American Melodrama, and then there's a melodrama up in Amherst, I believe, going towards Sequoia.
Was there one down in San Diego at one time?
There was one in Long Beach.
Long Beach, there
yeah,
you go.
And they closed about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Well, and their owners, they have about 4 other jobs, other theaters that they run around through, like Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm, and they just had a baby, and it just kind of became a little too much. For them.
Sure.
Plus all the regulations that Long Beach was putting on them, and business-wise.
You could see that one coming.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Rosedale. Now, this isn't a question you're going to ask, is it, Clay?
No.
Okay, good. Shoot. Tell us a little bit about Rosedale, like Dallas, but funnier.
Well, it's our version of a soap opera, and so we've kind of just taken all the elements that make soap operas ridiculous and funny, and just set them in our own fictionalized version of Rosedale. So there's people backstabbing each other. Nobody knows who shot R.J. Brewing. Is our main guy. So we've kind of taken that little element from Dallas and expanded on it, and there's people who have kids and no one knows who the real father is, and it could be somebody in the audience, it could be who knows what, and so just kind of making it kind of a whodunit farce based in Rosedale.
Michael, why don't you tell us a little about Rosedale? I understand it's like Dallas, but a little
Clay's awake.
Just woke up.
All right.
Anytime you want to chime in, Clay, go ahead.
Who writes these things?
I do.
You do. Do you write them all?
I usually write most of the shows. This year I've written everything.
And so where do you get the background or the talent to write like this?
I've just always written. I've written screenplays, and I've just always been a writer. And
was this did you go to college to learn how to write, or just?
No, I just started doing it, and I kind of followed my own education, and would befriend a lot of writers and work with a lot of writers, and just studied it on my own. Read a lot of plays, screenplays, books, just kind of did my own background on it. And then once the melodrama started and I really had to start kind of doing it, it just kind of became what it is now. With
the talent you have, you could probably be a stand-up comedian.
Oh, that'd be fun, but yeah.
No, you're funny. I mean, Michael, you are very, very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks.
These things.
Yeah, I'm looking at you and laughing.
I wouldn't even have to say anything. I'd just stand up there and just stare at people. It'd be great.
And Clay has that same effect on
We could be a team.
Looking back and forth at each other.
Yeah.
Kind of little
Martin Lewis.
No, I was thinking more like Laurel and Hardy.
There we go.
Which one am I? Well, don't answer that. All right, go ahead, Marty.
Yes. Straight line after straight line. So, looking at some of the actors and actresses you've had on the show, one guy in particular, I mean, this guy is just fantastic. And I realized that he's been in every one of your productions since you opened, and that's Jay Stoddard.
Yeah, Jay has been with us since the very beginning.
I mean, he's fantastic. He's got that great voice.
Oh.
He sounds like he could be an opera singer.
Yeah, he's got the biggest voice in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
I mean, that man's amazing.
Yeah, and there isn't a part he can't play.
There isn't, and it's always so fun to write for him, because I can just give him anything, and he'll take it someplace completely different and
Yeah.
way better than I
Yeah.
would have come up with.
Is there a lot of improvising by the actors?
There is a little bit, and a lot of it's on the written page, but
Mm-hmm.
I really like to allow people to kind of make it their own, and if they have a funny idea that just kind of comes out during rehearsal, my biggest direction will be, that was great, keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it, don't lose that, do it exactly like you just did it, because I laughed hysterically, and
Yeah.
if it makes me laugh, and it's better than what I wrote, and then it's got to stay
Oh yeah,
in,
yeah.
you know.
Because sometimes the actor or the actress gets a feel for that
Oh, yeah.
particular
Yeah,
part.
completely,
so
completely.
Yeah,
And that's
so
what
they're
makes
really
it's,
into it.
it's great to be able to write for people,
Right.
because you know what they can do, what their personalities are. Oh, this would be fun for them to,
Yeah.
take a crack at. This would be a fun song for them to sing that they would do very well. So.
Well, that's the great thing about working. You working with some of these people as long as you have,
Mm-hmm.
because, like you say, you just kind of know each other, and you're writing for a person.
Yeah,
So it
and
it
that
makes a difference.
It does. It makes a big difference,
Yeah.
and it makes it very much a collaborative experience.
Our in-studio guest, Michael Prince, artistic director and actor from the Gaslight Melodrama.
So, Michael, the play's going along, and in the middle of the play, somebody either says the wrong line or forgets the line.
Yeah, that's
How do you get them
happened.
back on track?
You just kind of find your way. You got to rely on everybody else on there. I mean, it's happened. Every show that'll happen someplace. And you just hope and pray that somebody else knows. What's supposed to happen next. That they can just kind of weave their way into it and then the person who may have forgot something like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, that was my line. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, that's the great thing. It's a comedy.
It's
so
always
you
a comedy.
You can have
so
fun with
yeah,
it. Sure.
and that's the kind of thing with theater is that a lot of theater takes itself very seriously. That if it is messed up, everybody kind of panics and freaks out. Whereas if we kind of mess up, we have the advantage of the audience kind of being on our side.
Yeah.
And we can just kind of play it off and laugh it off at the same time.
Sure.
The audience is kind of in on that because we're not taking it too seriously.
It's funny, even on the radio, because we tape our shows, but we very, very, very rarely ever have to make more than one take because we just have fun with the mistakes.
Sure,
You
sure.
you just, like you say, don't take yourself too seriously.
Don't take yourself, yeah.
And, in Clay's case, he's constantly making mistakes, so we're constantly playing off of
That's
Clay,
the fun
so.
part of the show.
That's why people tune in.
Yeah.
That's why you're in New Mexico now.
Soon to be Tijuana.
That's right.
In fact, they said something about closing us out in California and putting us in Arizona. I don't know what they mean by that.
Actually, it'd be funnier if we were in Washington.
Oh, no,
DC,
that would be
is.
hilarious. Yeah, we'd have a lot of fun in
I
Washington.
tell you, I'm getting audited.
Are you really?
Yeah, can you believe that? It's twice in 3 years.
Wow. God, I'm sorry to hear
We
that.
got to cancel the show. I can't take this.
Another actress that I thought was fantastic in My Big Fat Oildale Wedding, who's come back, is Koerner.
Oh, Corinne McBride.
McBride?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was doing some commercials here in town for a while.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
she's a great actress.
She is. She came back with us for the last 3 shows. Well, she wasn't in our last show. She's actually she's about to get married.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. Has she found a guy yet?
Yeah, wonderful guy.
Corinne, if
wonderful
you're
guy.
listening, I'm just joking.
Yeah, no, she's kind of taking some time off, do
Great.
some family stuff right now.
Yeah.
So, we can't wait to get her back.
Is she going to be in Rosedale?
She's not.
Oh, okay.
No, she's
okay.
got life stuff going on
Yeah,
right now.
right,
So.
right. Now, unfortunately, when
happens.
your vocation interferes with your avocation.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Years ago, you had a lady on call. I think her name was Rosie.
Oh, yeah.
She was hilarious.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna
She's
ask
sti-
about Rosie.
What
Yeah.
happened to Rosie? And
Oh,
where is
she's
she?
still in town. I believe she's doing a lot of stuff with Stars Theater now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
did see her at the Stars.
she's doing quite a bit,
Yeah.
over there now.
She is
kind of
hilarious.
she kind of goes around, to a lot of places.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a very
I'm surprised she hasn't moved up the ladder. 'Cause she
Well,
is
she's got
hilarious.
kids. She's married. She's got young ones. It's hard when you got children and you're trying to balance.
Yeah.
Work, life,
Yeah.
parenthood, fun.
So you have a lot of these actors and actresses that they'll be in your production. They might be in Stars. They might be in, I don't know if Spotlight is still around. but
Spotlight's not around, but
Okay.
we have had people who've worked at Spotlight, Empty Space,
Yeah.
BCT, Bakersfield Community Theater.
Mhm.
Most actors in Bakersfield kind of like to just
float
work
around.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's fill the room up this weekend. How do people get tickets again?
Give us a call, 661-587-3377. Our box office is open from 11 till 6 every day except for Wednesdays. That's the one day we give ourselves off.
And what's the
So-
price of tickets?
It's $23 for general admission, 21 for seniors 60 and over, and 12 for children 12 and under.
So you get the senior discount.
Yes, I do.
That's great.
I get the senior.
Get the senior.
That's
Yeah.
what, $12?
It doesn't work backwards. Yeah, it's not Benjamin Button.
21. I'm sorry. See how quick he is?
He is quick. Well, that's
I was
why
working
he does
it.
That's why he does what he does. You were trying.
I was.
trying to work it for you. I was giving you some lead-ins there. Michael, we really appreciate what you do. I mean, I can't recommend the Gaslight enough. I mean, I've missed this year's productions. I usually go to every single production, but it's been a busy year. But,
Sure.
Yeah, you got married.
Yeah,
I got married,
that'll do it.
and got busy. Yeah. But I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. And again, that phone number again is 587-3377. And starting this weekend, we have Rosedale, like Dallas, but funnier. Next is It All Happened at the Kern County Fair from September 27th to November 16th. And then the Christmas Extravaganza from November 29th to December 23rd.
Do you sell season tickets?
Yes, we do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Michael, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it too, guys.
We will see you in 167 hours on Taking Care of Business on Current Radio News Talk 1180.